Good evening, everyone. I hope we're all doing good today. Oh, that was a very sort of loud introduction. Yes, hello, folks. How are we all doing? I am personally rather stressed, so streaming is hopefully going to help unwind that because we're being forced to do mandatory overtime at work, which is bad vibes, as I'm sure you can imagine. Let me know how the mic is. I'm sort of lowering it down a little bit so my camera can hopefully pick up on my mouth movements a little bit more accurately. But it's kind of hard to gauge. Elias VT, hello, welcome. Welcome, first-time chatter. Welcome to the Nexus. Or, thank you for entering the Nexus. I still haven't worked this shit out yet. And until I get new alerts, it's just going to look weird. But those alerts are on pause at the moment. But they are coming. Love those death counters. Thank you. Yes, it's the one little element that I do. Just you wait. I've got my death counting tool as well to help all the tracking be awesome. If you are interested in any specific information about any of them, you can do like stats, and then you can usually type in a game name. It's not always the clearest because you need to know what the name is, but you want to take Sekiro for example. Dark Souls 3 was indeed my first one, yes. But there's the information on Sekiro. And if you do stats list, it will give you all the playthroughs that I'm currently have done or I'm in the process of doing. And then you can use that to get more info. So. Bosses fought 49 bosses, defeated 48. Yeah, that's because I didn't defeat the tutorial Genichiro fight that you only get one shot at. I'd played Bloodborne before. That's the advantage I had going into that one. I already knew Bloodborne, so. And I already knew Sekiro as well, which is why my deaths are so low on that. Yeah. The other games where I have a shorter, like, you know, the Demon's Souls remake was pretty short. But yeah, Dark Souls 3, Hollow Knight, and Dark Souls 2 are big contenders for the list. There is the dying twice mechanic as well that does make it a bit easier on that front as well, so that makes it even lower. I reckon if it was my first time, like, I'm pretty sure... How many deaths did I have, in fact, specifically to Ishin? Because I also have a death counter, like a death counter site that has like boss breakdowns and stuff. Have I updated this? I have, cool. Sekiro. Yeah, so Ishin Sword Saint, I only had 9 deaths on that playthrough, whilst I think in my original playthrough I had well over 100. So. 5 deaths on Ishin. My first time, hell yeah. I was crap at it. That music didn't loop properly. I need to look at this fucking music. It just... I've been fucking it up, I think. I need to have a look at like whether it's designed to... Like whether I'm using the correct bit or not. But oh well. My apologies to Stuart Hoskin, my audio guy, who did it for me. Brannon, hello. How are you doing? Welcome. Do you have a 30? Well, I mean, my second playthrough, I had 22 to Demon of Hatred. There's the detailed stats, by the way. The detailed deaths. You can get all the info there. I do store it all as well locally in my app, but yeah. So yeah, we should probably jump into this. And just to let folks know, the schedule's changed now slightly. I'm now going to be streaming 2 different games a week for death counters. So Tuesdays will be Dark Souls. And Sunday, I'll be starting Bolt Gun, which is the new Doom-esque kind of game set in the 40,000 universe. A bit of a departure from what I typically stream, which so far has been mostly Souls-likes with I guess an interlude for Resident Evil, but it should provide an opportunity for death counting. So that's all that matters. As long as you can die a lot in the game, that's all that matters. Right. So let's jump in. I need to do a proper... I'm still not sure. Let me know how my model looks, by the way, throughout this, because the one thing I'm still unsure about is the fact that I'm using the NVIDIA broadcast, which is meant to be more accurate, but I feel it's sometimes almost too accurate, and it misses certain things, like, DS2 was 680, 600 of which was Shrine of Armani. Oh god, DS2 was a trek. DS2 was when I first started counting bosses as well. I didn't count bosses prior to that. Nah, Fume Knight was the worst, followed by Blue Smelter Demon. But that's not counting the run back for Blue Smelter Demon, which is arguably one of the worst things in the game. For some reason my controller managed to just die. Which is really irritating, because I'm pretty sure I had it plugged in, but the thing is, it behaves so weird. It behaves so weird when it's plugged into something that isn't the PlayStation. It's always the double swipe. This is not going well. Ah, screw this. A really good fucking start, I must admit. Listen, we're just warming up. We're just warming up in this game. It's fine. Warming up, not paying attention. We're good. Yeah, like, I feel like with the fact that this track is trying to be too accurate, it keeps, like, losing my eyes to the rims of my glasses and stuff, and, like, because I've got the microphone right in front of my face, it has trouble there. How the fuck did he reach that far? That is... I was gonna say that's inhuman, but that's probably kind of the point. These things aren't exactly human, are they? Bullshit reach, just saying. Some boss I didn't defeat, and that's the two cats. Oh god, I think I summoned for that one. I think, like, generally I was trying to do a no summoning policy, but that boss, that one there, I was just like... Oh, Fume Knight was great. I want to point out, I was not good at Dark Souls 2. Not by any stretch of the imagination. Like, one of the reasons I put a death counter is because I'm really bad at these games. So... You get to enjoy that aspect of it. Come on. Case in point. Yeah, you're in for a treat watching this. Plus, also, I'm bad at decks, so that's deliberately why I picked this. I thought, oh, I'm coming back to it, partly because I want to get the All Sorceries trophy anyway. So I picked, oh, I'll do Sorcery, and then I was like, well, how can we make the game difficult? I know, will force me to play a dex build. I'm typically a strength faith kind of person when it comes to these games. Nice. I should really lure them onto the trap, shouldn't I? Amazing. Listen, it's still a warm-up. It's still early into the stream. You know, we're fine. Yeah, I think, honestly, I might change the camera back to what it was. It just keeps pissing me off, and I don't even know if it's because I'm now more hyper-aware of it or not. 2 seconds. Let me change the camera back to, Camera off. Tracking quality. We're doing level 5. Camera on. Calibrate. There we go. Fuck, that already feels better. Fucking NVIDIA RTX boost bullshit. The model used to be rigged for AR kit. Okay, that's probably why then. I doubt it was. I didn't know. People just said use it, so I did. And when everything was going perfect, it looked good. I'm not particularly good about it, Souls games, but I do have the talent of super low deaths and super hard bosses. That is a talent indeed. I do not have that talent. It's a good thing we don't track deaths for Dark Souls 3, because, well, how do I put this? I have been tempted at some point to maybe go back and try and track the deaths, but it would be such a nightmare, because I once had an entire stream of failing to beat Sister Frida, an entire stream dedicated to not killing Frida. I also had a similar one dedicated to not killing Dancer. Now, I will say in my defense for Dark Souls 3, even though it was my first time playing, I was challenged in the first stream by a friend of mine who, from that point, did not watch any of the subsequent streams to do the entire game with just pitchforks. So I did. So that is the only concession I ask you bear in mind for me. My death count on Dark Souls 3, it was all bosses, pitchfork only. Fuck me, these fucking snake men suck. Fucking... This does not bode well. 3 flasks to kill 2 snakes. Then my talent fails me, that's when I get 7 hours on Genichiro. Okay, I'll say one thing. Genichiro never caused me a you know, my one break... Even when I originally played, Genichiro never caused me a huge amount of trouble. I fucking love the Genichiro fight. I think I might have one-shotted it on my replay as well. Worth it. I can't remember if/where the lizards are in here. Frida's also... Yeah, so Frida was my worst one. But again, I largely want to blame the pitchfork for that one, not any other factor. There's a very good clip, I think, of me discovering Phase 3 Frida for the first time. I love video games. You know, it's truly something that I enjoy. When I was at Genichiro fight, I was still playing the game as Dark Souls, and I had a miserable time. I often pop in small streams to train them up, so Genichiro is a... Oh, that's nice. Yeah, I think if you go in not knowing what to do, man, fucking hell, when I was playing Sekiro, right, my line manager who sits next to me, he bought it, and he didn't even make it to, like, fucking Lady Butterfly or anything like that. You know, he was in Ashina Outskirts and was just like, this is fucked. How does anyone enjoy this? And he just gave up on it in Ashina Outskirts. I don't even think he was like a big Souls player. It's just because like a bunch of us were talking about how fucking amazing the game was going to be. And you know what? I actually originally still didn't have the best opinion of Sekiro when it first came out. For me, the big thing I didn't like was, or not that I didn't like, that I thought was lacking, was that I thought because it was much more heavily based on like actual Shinto mythology than like Dark Souls, which I always kind of took as like this more original fantasy game. I didn't vibe with Sekiro as much to begin with. But when I played it a second time to do New Game Plus... No, I played it a second time New Game. And that would be my New Game into New Game Plus, I think. and I really vibed with it. And I was like, actually, no, this is one of the best Souls games. I think I've ranked it as my second favorite Souls game after Bloodborne. And I think the only thing for the Bloodborne wins on is vibes. Like, Bloodborne just passes the vibe check. And Sekiro does as well, but Bloodborne wins on the vibe check. Fuck! My first free to stream after 3 hours, I found out there's a third phase that stream was 3 hours long in total. I rage quit seeing it. Sekiro's episodes. Yeah, Sekiro is insane. Like, I don't rate Elden Ring that highly, which I know I did about Sekiro and then came to change my mind about that. So if when I come back to stream for the DLC, maybe things will change. But I didn't rate Elden Ring that highly. I think it loses a lot of what is... So for me, I was like, oh, Sekiro loses a bit because it's not as Soulsy in terms of how it approaches its narrative. I can't believe that I am stuck on the first fucking door. We're gonna YOLO this and see if they just get killed by the swinging blades. Oh, come on, that's bullshit. There we go. Ow! Bitch. But yeah, Sekiro is absolutely up there as the absolute top tier, Listen, can we just all pretend that nothing happened there? Can we just, like, file that away into the annals of things that never happened? Sekiro is like when a director of post-apocalyptic movie writes a fantasy book and turns out to be just as good at it. Yeah, no, I can vibe with that. So yeah, so as a Sekiro in terms of its world, that's what I didn't vibe with the most, but it still felt all the right things about Soulsy. I felt like Elden Ring, one of the Elden Ring's worst quality was the fact that they weren't able to handcraft everything like they did in Bloodborne or like they did in the other Souls games. Like actually, that's the one thing I don't like about Bloodborne is the main thing I don't like in Bloodborne, even though I think Bloodborne is like one of my favorite games of all time, and is nearly perfect. I don't like the Chalice dungeons, especially all the procedural generation side, because I love handcrafted content, like purely handcrafted content. And I don't mean using like obviously procedural tools and stuff. That's absolutely fine. But I more mean so when Elden Ring comes out and it has to, you know, it has to like reuse content and stuff because like it's not feasible to make a world as big as that with everything being like this handcrafted you know, when I'm seeing the same boss several times. And the secret common dungeon, right? Which one's that? Am I forgetting about the secret common dungeon? Ah, yes, I remember about that bit there. Oh, it's still alive. Bastard, 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 bastard. Run, 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 run. Didn't even need to. There's a dungeon layout that's in the files, but not on something in the file names that I've Oh, I see. No. Okay, I don't know a lot about the sort of the game file, all the game file shenanigans. Although I did actually see, I saw on Twitter the fucking all the shit kicking off about being convinced that there's going to be a PC build because one of the files that was put on the wiki by an artist was captured from a PC build of the game, and it's like, oh my god, please, you know, hit challenge, say you know nothing about game dev without saying you don't know anything about game dev. Like, I thought it was coming from the other way. Like, I couldn't even be fucked jumping in on that discourse there because it's just like, it's so fucking asinine. Fucking hell. And it's like, that's not how game development works. It doesn't mean there's a secret fucking PC build that they never gave us. It's like, obviously they developed on PC. It's a fucking video game. What else are you going to develop it on? Where is this? Okay, we'll drop down here first. I can't remember the best order of places to go. Not happening. I watched a video about successful. Apparently it was crazy complex. It's beyond the porting scope. Yeah, like, so... Alright, fuck it. Let's jump in on the discourse. Ooh, Slumbering Dragon Crest. That could be one of my useful ones. Oh, no. No, it's not. I don't care about that. I don't want to drop all the way down there. I don't even know if I can survive that straight away. Alright, let's weigh in on some discourse. And a breakdown of how video games are made and why the fact that the game was running was... The proof that the game had run on PC is not proof that it will be released on PC. So, we make video games on computers, obviously. And I'm not meaning, this isn't directed at anyone individually in this chat, this is just a general purpose thing, you know. A rant for the purpose of a rant because the Twitter discourse was so fucking brain-melting. Is it gonna come down here? Good. Pretty aware as well. Go off. Okay, yes, we make video games on PC. That is the way we make them because that is the platform that is the easiest to make them on. There'd be no point making them on the console because A, you can't really, and B, the consoles would then have to be built with all this stuff in mind that just makes no fucking sense for game development. So we make our games on PC and then we build them in such a way using libraries that will be compatible with running on the console hardware. But during the early stages of development, fuck my life. During the early stages of development, a lot of the testing will happen on PC because it's easier, especially if you're new to the console and your tech team has to get the console off the ground. So obviously you make and test the majority of your stuff, especially if it's smaller, quicker changes on PC, and then as you get closer to release, you will start targeting exclusively the target hardware or the target hardware, and for smaller stuff, you may just use your PC. I've worked on multiple multi-platform games. I've worked on, technically on console-exclusive games, although the Forza Horizon games don't, because they're on like multiple versions of Xbox. There are slight variations and some stuff that only happens on Xbox and so on. But I've worked on multi-platform, and universally, I would test on PC and would only shift to console if I had to, for the reasons of either we were getting close to a release of some sort and needed testing, or there was a bug that was identified purely on the console, and it couldn't be rebroed on PC. And you'd be amazed how weird some of those bugs could be. Like, stuff that you'd be like, how is that console only? And then it's like, yep, it's console only. It's a weird fucking world, the world of console development. Anyway, so when they're making Bloodborne, obviously they're making it on PC. They're developing it on PC with the intention... Sorry, with the intention to port to console. Because that's the deal they have worked out with Sony. First party game and all that. Oh. Okay, they have changed it. Now, it's gearing up towards the release. It's gearing up towards the release of Bloodborne, and it's like, okay, we're going to shift exclusively to PlayStation testing. However, we still need to make sure the game runs on PC at all times for a variety of reasons. Some members of the team might not have access to consoles. Consoles are expensive, and console dev kits are even more expensive. If you've got a team of like dozens and dozens of people, there's no way every single one of them gets a dev kit. I think the only place where I've seen every member of the team get a dev kit is at Microsoft first-party studios. Yeah, I was going to say about the dev kits. Yeah, I hadn't even really thought of that for a second. And then, yeah, obviously, it tends to be the prioritization. Programmers get priority when it comes to dev kits. Then, generally, I'd say it would be well, programmers and QA get roughly the same priority. Then after that, it'll be production, because they need to test stuff. Design, need to see how the game's looking. Design get more priority towards the beginning and the middle of development, but I wouldn't say they get a huge amount of priority at the end. Oof, I did not fucking deserve to live there. That was meant to be a roll. And then art get lowest priority. You know, that's the fun thing about being an artist. You get no priority at all when it comes to dev kits. It's like, yep, if we've got one lying around, you can have it. That's generally how dev kit allocations work. It's just an unfortunate reality. The art teams tend to only need them if they need to test how stuff looks specifically on a console, especially if it's maybe like fixing a bug relating to how things look on a particular console, like if there's some shader that's broken or something like that. But again, the exception rather than the rule. The lead artist will probably always have one. But again, it depends on your allocation. So, what's happening with Bloodborne is the programmers are probably all working almost exclusively on PS4, I would imagine. Maybe still some on PC, it depends. Maybe the poor juniors don't get access to them. The design team, yeah, they've probably got some. The production team, they'll have them to make sure that the builds are stable. QA will obviously all have PS4s because that's the release hardware. There's no point in QA testing on PC. All PC tests will be getting conducted by the development team as they make stuff and find out it doesn't work on PC. So, the assets that go up there. Obviously, the artist who put that up there was because it was an artist, I believe, who put that stuff up there on the wiki. That artist will have been using a PC build, probably because that's all they had access to, and because PC builds are easier, A, easier to build, B, probably technically easier to screenshot, I guess, if you really want to break it down, although everyone should be able to do that. Although, you'd be amazed how many developers don't know how to retrieve screenshots off consoles. I mean, I say that. It really depends on whatever the sport thing. The PlayStation 4 has very, very good tools, so retrieving stuff from like that is pretty easy. Other platforms, less so. You'd be surprised how bad some tool sets for some hardware platforms are. Anyway, so the environment artists probably just used what they had. But also, another reason, PC builds of games will tend to look better and run faster. PS4, you know, the hardware, you've got a very restricted set of... We've got restricted hardware, basically, so... You know, using the PC build for something probably makes sense, especially if you want it to look pretty, which artists tend to want to do. So if there's a PC build available, you kind of just, yeah, like, go off, use it. Generally, it's where you'll get it's where, you know, if you want to capture 60 frames per second footage for a game that's only going to run at 30, which I think is bad practice, but it does happen. That's where I'm an idiot. Oh, I did not deserve that there. I've had several lucky breaks here that I did not deserve. All things I expected, but it's nice to have confirmed. I'm a programmer, but I've never worked on console games. Ah, nice, yeah. I'm a programmer as well, which is generally why I profess to know what I know. Profess. But I have worked with niche hardware and it kind of goes like that. Yeah, generally the patterns will be the same. So what basically happened is that artist just happened to be running, you know, there's like, oh, I'm going to export a bunch of stuff. Probably for some kind of press asset. I doubt they were exporting exclusively for the wiki. If they were, that's kind of based, that the developers are supporting the wiki that is run. I fucking hate the boulders in this place. Fucking hell. You can take the piss. Don't need to feel sad when don't need to feel bad for me when I die. Take the piss. That was probably quite funny. Feel free to clip that, actually. That was quite good. Yeah, so whatever reason they were doing it, they probably just didn't have... Piss is stored in the boulders, yeah. Whatever reason they're doing it, they either didn't have access to a console or they wanted a specific capture. Or they just couldn't be fucked booting the console, pushing the latest build onto it, or anything like that. It was just easier, probably easier to double-click the executable that will have been generated by the editor when they built it. You know, you might get sharper texture quality because they don't have to compress the textures for the PC test. Who knows? Myriad of potential reasons. For whatever reason, they happen to export that PC copy, and unfortunately, people on the internet see it, and it causes an unbelievable level of collective brain rot amongst the community. And I say this as a member of the community. But that sadly is just the reality. Fuck's sakes. How come they don't set off the traps? You don't want to waste the dev... Oh yeah, no, absolutely not. Oh, come on! Ugh. Boulder hasn't built up any momentum yet. Still instantly fucking jibs you when you touch it. I hate how I have to do this bit again. I'll need to find the key to let Big Cat Logan out as well, won't I? Oh shit, imagine it's still toe. It's still gonna crush you, but... This is true, but it didn't roll on my toe. It was static as it was trying to work out which way to roll next. I walked into a static rock and got knocked back. That'll do. We'll go this way and sort it from soft boulders. We'll go this way and sort out Logan first. You have the master key? I don't, so I'm going to need to go find the key to let him out. But that's fine.
You seem quite lucid. A rare thing in these times.
Master!
I am Logan. I'm a bit cooped up, as you
I'll need to try and find the key. I can't remember where it is, but that's fine. Because I know it's in here somewhere.
Free. I'm old and empty-handed, but I could repay you with knowledge and sorcery. This place is not in my mind. The inactivity is repressive.
God, what a Chad. It's locked. Praise the sun. Indeed. Is it this one you step in? Nope. Damn, are they all locked? Jump back to the area of the PC Terror button, yeah. I haven't actually even watched the mod yet. I was just like, yeah, cool. I'm sure that's awesome. I'm sure it's awesome. I don't really want false hope though. Oh my god. Man, serpent, great sword. I can't remember, how do you stop the boulder? Oh, you have to stop the boulders by killing the giant, don't you? And then I'm pretty sure Sigma will turn up after that. I mean, yeah, it's not going to be, A, it's not going to be easy, and B, it'll be a licensing thing. Maybe Sony just really doesn't want to bring it to PC. Which, you know, it's totally their thing. I would love to see it brought to PC. In fact, you know what, I don't even care if it's not brought to PC. I'd happily take a PS5 remaster, a full-on remake from Bluepoint. I kind of doubt the scene you got. It's very different though. Bearing in mind those are American companies or Western companies. Maybe they've got different. I'm an idiot. I'm a fucking idiot. I hate everything. My sense of perspective was completely off there. Jesus Christ. Yeah, maybe they have a different standard when it comes to Western versus Japanese studios. They could just be they could be waiting for hype to hit critical mass. It could just be that FromSoft doesn't have the resources to put to it, but they also don't want those resources farmed out. Although then again, Bluepoint did Demon Souls, so they clearly don't have an issue with farming out those resources. Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if we just end up seeing a Bluepoint Bloodborne. I'm not saying it's necessarily going to happen, but if that was to be announced, I would be excited, but I wouldn't be surprised because Bluepoint are very, very good at what they do, remaking classic games. And look at some of the games they've remade. Shadow of the Colossus remake, which I haven't played, to be fair, by all accounts was tremendous. The Demon Souls remake, which, to be fair, I don't have the original as a point of comparison. Oh my god, I fucking hate video games. I don't have the original as a point of comparison, but the remake was a fucking 10 out of 10. Phenomenal game, one of the best things I played on PS5. Oh my god, again. Oh, why am I so stupid? Why does my brain have no wrinkles on it? Bloodborne is gorgeous as is. It'd be a waste of resources to not remaster Bloodborne when it's for PS5. Yeah, I mean, it's a case of, you know, when do you do a remaster? Is the question. I remember someone complaining about certain games getting remasters, and then you point out that other games waited just, you know, didn't have to wait, you know, waited even longer. Like, I think someone was complaining about The Last of Us Remaster. I mean, it could have been me complaining about The Last of Us Remaster, to be honest, until you point out that the gap between the original Last of Us and The Last of Us 1, which was the actual proper remake, The Last of Us Part 1, sorry, was longer than the gap between Demon Souls and its remake. But people don't really think of it that way. They don't really think... The way they process time is just really odd. God, we're actually gonna spend all stream in this fortress, aren't we? That's what's gonna happen, isn't it? Why do I keep doing the same thing over and over again? It's really quite extraordinary. I have to free that bit again, and what a bloody mess. Come on. Come on. I really want to remake. I want to go handling it. Blue Point really, yeah. Blue Point are the masters of their craft. Like, all credit to them. Like, it's not easy to just sit there to take someone's IP and remaster it or port it and do a good job about it. And the fact that Blue Point have been able to do what they've done in the past is incredible. They have really, because one of the things that comes with remastering games for new platforms is having a deep understanding of architecture. I don't understand why that was such a shorter distance that time. Both developers, yeah, like having a solid understanding of architecture. That's what remaster companies specialize in. It's not like making games. It's in, I guess it's in building and porting libraries. Like I mean, that sounds like a selling it short. It does take a lot of game design because they are remaking the game from scratch. They're not like, it's not like they're just rewriting the renderer or whatever, which is how Blizzard approaches its remakes to varying success. Diablo 2 remake, excellent. Warcraft 3 remake, dog shit. But my issues with the Warcraft 3 remake don't really stem from a tech side, so the tech is probably pretty good for the most part, but yeah. So yeah, Blue Point have a deep understanding of hardware and system architecture. Really, where DS2 falls short. I'm not kidding. I say DS2 is good. Honestly, I think, yeah. I think Dark Souls 2 there's a really good argument for remaking Dark Souls 2. I totally agree with you. I think some bits could be, I guess the one thing I have with Dark Souls 2 is I don't think I vibe with as many of the bosses. No, that's too late. I don't think I vibe with as many of the bosses in Dark Souls 2 as I do with the other two Dark Souls games. But thinking of what Majula could look like if Blue Point did their thing, that's kind of wild. Right, let's try and not fuck it up this time. Shall we? I'm sure it'll be very difficult, but we'll do our best. Look at that, that was fucking difficult. Not a chance, mate. Not a fucking chance. I really should backstab these guys more. There we go. We're back on top, boys. We just need to find that fucking bonfire. All my you know what? Wouldn't surprise me if I one-shot Iron Golem. I've said that, so now it won't happen, but you know what I mean. Oof. Get fucked. No, I think the key, I need to drop down from somewhere to get the key. Not there, though. Can't remember exactly where the danger zones are. But we'll figure it out. Fucking hell. This is the problem with having no vitality. And the thing is, I've put some points into vitality as well, just clearly not enough points. But it's fine, there's a bonfire I can get, so we're good. I hope. Boss is maybe what I want from... Sorry, I'll be back in a second once I've killed this idiot. Don't think so, mate. Bosses are maybe where I want FromSoft to step in and redo some of them. I don't know how good Bluepoint is at making engaging bosses, but I know FromSoft is, and they could make them. Yeah, if Dark Souls 2 got the DS3 treatment in terms of its boss design, that could be something special. I think there's bosses with potential. Try path. That's not a hidden wall. I feel like I'd have remembered if that was a hidden wall. He hasn't seen me yet. Run, 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 run. Nothing else matters, only this. Oh. And you know what? If I'm gonna go fucking pissing around... we're gonna make this better. Even the best bosses in DS2 have some wasted potential. None of us... Oh yeah, no, I mean, Bed of Chaos, I think we can all agree, is possibly the worst. Actually, you know what? I am kind of tempted to give worst boss to the twin tigers in Dark Souls 2. Not because of the boss itself, but because of the absolute bullshit that is involved in getting to said tigers. I mean, here's the question: when we think of bosses, do we count the boss run as well? It's a few bad decisions away from being an interesting puzzle boss. I feel like there's a hidden passage in here somewhere, but I can't remember where it is. You know what, actually, let's just deal with the stuff topside first, and we can go back through without having to worry about boulders. Wow. That was difficult. We're fine now. We've got the confidence, you know. We've kindled the human. You know. All's well. All's well in the world. Bed of Chaos is painful, though. I'll give it that. Like, I can understand what they're going for if you didn't fall in the death pit and instead fell into the lava and needing to walk your way out. Bed of Chaos is already much more interesting. Yeah, I can agree with that. Oh my god, it's Oscar if he was an agility lad. Oh no, it's okay, that's Ricard. I forgot that's Ricard. Why did I... It just looks like Oscar. Right. These two are both safe, I think. But just for good measure. Yeah, I thought so. I was doubting myself about the chain. But no, those aren't mimic chains. Rare ring of sacrifice. Then again, I was gonna say that, like, you know, the Alvina pets or whatever have the problem with the boss run, but the boss run to the Bed of Chaos isn't great either unless you're a Chaos Serpent. It's Oscar's 12-year-old little brother Dicky who comments slurs on YouTube videos. Ah, that sounds about right. It fits. So do you typically stream like Soulsy games as well, Goliath? I'll need to keep an eye out when you next go live. I can't remember if that's the jump you can make. I feel like it is, but... He fucking hopped over that. Oh, bastard. And the Lost Souls game whenever I can't be using Yakuza. Ah, nice. Yeah, I watched a streamer friend of mine do that one. Ah, this is what I was looking for. This is one of the things I was looking for. Unlocking this elevator. WoW sums it up. I talked to Sigmar before lifting the gates, yes. So his lazy ass has been allowed in. But I don't think he turns up until you deal with the boulders, correct? Or does he? I did talk to him, but he didn't appear where I expected him to appear, actually. Now that I think about it. I think you missed him. Oh, missed him the first time. Ah, that's fine. I'm not too fussed about Sigmar's quest. It would obviously be nice, but... Like, I'm not doing Solaire's quest because I'm not summoning. You've not lost him. Yeah, I mean, like, you can skip this bit, can't you? Can skip his appearance here, can't you? Let's not stand and cast spells. Let's just fucking... Let's just book it. Either outside or inside sends. Okay, well what we'll do is we'll stop the boulders and then see if he's there. He won't be. Oh, okay. If he's not there, he's not there. Okay, that's fair. Oh, this is where the summon sign is. Bastard. See you, mate. Titanite chunk, eh? Oh, can you not stop the boulders? Because that dude's there. Why did I think you could stop? Boulder Giants respawns, the Bomb Giant doesn't. Can I snipe that other giant, though? Not that it matters. God, it's so peaceful. You can stop them until you reload the area. I see. You can land next to him. Tricky jump and clear something allowed rather than intended. Interesting. Yeah, I know that bomb giant there, that bomb giant dude definitely doesn't respawn. Oh, okay, I see. One jump I want to do first though is I want to try and do this one. Watch as I fail. Funky but functional. Sounds about right. We're still fast rolling, so we should be able to do it. Let's try this. Nothing like trying and failing. We'll do this jump first because I want to go in there because there is a dude in there, isn't there? Oof. You can make that jump, right? I'm not like delusional, right? You can definitely jump that gap, and there's a dude in there who sells you stuff. Yeah, that's what I thought. That guy was just standing looking at me. Alright. Now what if we're gonna do this then? Not that I think this actually matters, because I think I'm still well under the encumbrance level. I'm pretty sure I've been trying to maintain a sub 25% in order to ensure maximum fast roll. Bullshit, man. And these are just rocks, they don't explode. I would have made that if I'd not fucked it up. You know, if I'd not just misaimed. God damn, I'm bad at this game. You know what? Something I've realized as well that I missed a lot, something that this game really lacks for, is the lack of omnidirectional rolling. Like, holy shit, did I not realize how weird it is not having access to that. Why is my roll so I mean, I know I'm probably jumping at the widest bit, but it's still kind of wild. We'll get there, though. Fuck, it's been actually an hour for Sense Fortress isn't the worst. Yes, those are two things. Yeah, Izalith sucks ass. Izalith is just unfinished and like, you know, oh cool. Lots of fucking lava and disembodied dragon asses. The best enemy design. Oh, there he is. Show me the lady. They can set it up there. Well, you got the lady there, Retro. Welcome, welcome. You missed the game dev rant earlier where I was sort of talking about why a Bloodborne PC port, why the fact that Bloodborne builds for PC is not proof that there is a Bloodborne PC port, as the internet, like, fucking hell, being like, every time Bloodborne, I see Bloodborne trending and I click on it, it's almost always exhausting garbage of people who don't understand how game dev works. Come on, we can do this. Oh, fuck off! I nudged the analog stick just the tiniest bit. Listen, internet's always going crazy for Bloodborne, and I'm among them. I am a Bloodborne enjoyer. But the, you know. And I would love a Bloodborne PC port. What I would love more than a Bloodborne PC port is a Bluepoint Games Bloodborne remaster, or remake for the PS5. You know, because at the end of the day, I have a PS5, so if they remake it for the PS5 and not the PC, thank fuck for that. I don't care. And then was it, yeah, I think that was our swag. We'll see a Bloodborne remaster for the PS5, which will also be intended for a PC port half a year later or so, but not within a year. We have Elden Ring DLC coming up. And AC6. There we go.
Oh, what? Who are you?
How did this guy get over here?
Undead, eh? I took on sense.
Oh, Armored Core, of course.
But I'm no different from that.
Oh, I mean, if it's a remaster, it won't be FromSoft doing it.
By conceit. Ah, you think you're different? That you can handle it? Yeah.
They're too busy.
I remember that feeling. For I was the same.
No idea what to expect from the Sony event.
Your soul searching.
Like, when it comes to Sony events and Bloodborne, I go into it the same way that one of our workmates goes into any event and Hollow Knight. It would be lovely, but it's unlikely. What about me? It's about logical spacing of releases. I mean, it's both. There is, yeah, logical spacing of releases does play a part, don't get me wrong. But if it's Bluepoint doing it, then like a logical spacing of releases doesn't really count if it's like, I doubt Sony will consider it like, you know, oh, we can't have too many Souls games coming out. It'll be, we can't have too many games from one studio coming out. So if it's Bluepoint doing it, they can bring it out whenever they want. My rationale. I mean, yeah, no, that's totally fine. Ah, Cage Key. That is what I was looking for. No, I totally get that. So yeah, the announcement of Armored Core suggests to me that if FromSoft are working on any suggests to me that FromSoft aren't the ones doing Bloodborne. So it's probably Bluepoint that we're looking to. That'd be my guess. My guess is is in no way informed by anything truly logical. Just baseless speculation. Right. Time to see if we die. We're gonna try and make the jump. We're only gonna have a single crack at it, because I want to see what happens. Oh, that's not too bad. Oh, he looks upset. The fact that he has all these pathing behaviors and responses to you landing on the platform means they 100% expect players to get here. Uh-oh. Thank you. Sorry, good sir. Can I drop down there, or is that certain death? It looks like I can, but I don't want to risk it. Does Bluepoint also do remasters? Because I think it's a bit fully remake for it. I mean, they technically do, because Bluepoint, prior to the PS5 generation, Bluepoint have done all sorts of stuff. I'm pretty sure it was Bluepoint who did the Metal Gear Solid HD remasters. Those weren't, yeah. So games developed for Bluepoint games developed. Blast Factor, don't know what that is. God of War Collection, which was just a PS2 to PS3 remaster of God of War 1 and 2. Ico and the Shadow of the Colossus Collection, which was the same. Metal Gear Solid HD Collection, which was the same. They did the port of PlayStation All-Stars Battle Royale. Jeez, poor guys. They did the Nathan Drake Collection for PS4 and PS5. They did Gravity Rush Remastered. So yeah, they've actually only done two full remakes. Everything else has been remasters or ports. So, but they are Sony first party as well, I think, at this point. Can I take... so there's a note there. Can I can drop down there. Yeah, this just takes me into... Yes, it takes me into this room. Okay, wonderful. Oh no. Oh no, 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 no. I fucking hate everything. It's okay. It's okay. Oh, where is it I'm trying to go? Where is it I'm going? Does anyone know? No. Do I know? Definitely not. Fuck my life. But you said that guy respawns, so it's not the end of the world. The geometry doesn't feel like it's very intentional. But the animal behavior sure does, yeah. Oh god, I've got to do this bit again. This bit's not that bad, actually. Oh! Someone's like, what if Miyazaki was like, sure, let's. Yep. Sounds about right. Oh yeah, god, man. I have, like, you weren't here at the beginning. Fucking hell. This looks like god tier play compared to the absolute garbage that was happening earlier. Like, holy shit. What the fuck am I doing? This is not the right way. Why have I just forgotten everything? Why is my brain like a fucking sieve? Why is it as smooth as a marble tonight? This is what one day of overtime does. One night of overtime and my brain's like, nah, mate, I'm checking out. Absolutely not. Didn't even do it today. Like, I had a full night's rest. Oh wait, I need to open the door. That's it. That one. Kind of wonder that you have to see it all the games, N64 maybe. Or DS1 is thought to recreate based on interviews. Yeah, there's an element of that. I also read some really cool stuff. Oh wait, is it just here that the shortcut takes you? Oh, yeah, that's right. So if you didn't find the hidden bonfire, you have a shortcut back up to the top. That's why. That's why I never ember that bonfire up there. That's fine. I don't really mind. To me, it's 6 and half a dozen, you know? Like, what I'll probably do is, you know, if I... Oh, hold no. What I do is on games where I plan on doing New Game Plus... I need to drop down here, isn't it? I need to drop onto this and then start dropping down onto the beams. That's the next thing. Isn't it? Oh no, it looks like I fucked it. Oh wait, no. Well, I'm glad you think you know, because I certainly don't know what I'm looking for. Can you do that roll? Listen, this will result in death, but it's okay. Actually, no, it's not okay. Look at my souls. That is jutting out. Fuck it. Let's YOLO. You'll want to survive the tar pit. There we go. That's what I was looking for. Although I don't know why, because I don't think that's actually anything special. No, it fucking isn't anything special. Where the fuck am I? What have I missed? You know what? We're going to Estus and restore this, because I want a free Big Hat Logan. And I want to use... That's it. I want to use the other cage keys. That's what I need to do. Lots of bloodstains there, of all places. Oh, this place is fun. Gotta love the jolly old Funhouse. Can't believe that clown followed me all the way here. Wait, this guy managed to clear those fucking blades. Risky run. It's fine. I live for the risk. Right, perfect, that's what I wanted. Also want some boulders to the right. Well, we'll let those boulders do their thing. There we go. Peace and quiet.
Oh,
indeed.
heavens. Thank you. I'm saved. And I'd love to resume my travels. But I must log a few things first, and I owe you a favor. I will return to Firelink Shrine. Speak
So it sounds
with
your
you
evening
there,
been retro.
so that I may...
Has he just got the same thing?
Oh, hello. I'll be...
Okay, yeah. Right, so we want the item. Is this the silver? No, I don't think this is the silver ring. I think the silver ring is somewhere else. Okay, yeah. I can't remember. Is one of these feeling like crap's out there? Ah, man, sorry to hear. I'm trying to remember. Is one of these an elevator? Is it one of these two? Oh, I remember why now, yeah. Wait, are none of these an elevator? I thought one of these was an elevator down to the tar. Actually, survivable drop. No shot. You pulling my pisser saying that? Yeah, no, I know you can drop down, but yeah, not from here. I just thought one of those. I just had it in my head that one of these cages was an elevator. Clearly misremembering from something. Alright. Yeah, Sigmar should be there. Fucking hell. Stopped by a chair. Oh, Retro, I saw this fucking great, fucking TikTok, or YouTube short, and it was like, upcoming Demon Slayer fights that will break the internet, and it proceeded to just list every single fight in the series, except like one, because it's like, uh-oh, if we just list them all, then this video might be bullshit. It gave me a good giggle. It's just like, yeah, of course those fights are gonna fucking break the internet. Although I do wonder if, like, you know, because of the nature of how manga read. I mean, then again, I say manga readers had to wait. I didn't. I read the whole thing when it was finished. I read like the last 3 arcs in a single sitting. So I'm definitely not an example of someone who waits, but there we go. Oh, it was the, oh yes, the cover this gold serpent ring. Well, actually, I don't actually have a second a real second slot, so fuck it, let's do it. I like item discovery. For the record, the one that they didn't say would break the internet was the Doma fight. Which I'm inclined to disagree. I can you know, if they're actually being legitimate, I can understand why it's... Although I preferred that fight to the... Akaza fight, actually. The only Demon Slayer fight that would break the internet would be the North Atlantic Sharks versus fiber optic cables. I'm not sure I get that joke, I'm afraid. Alright. I am missing something. You know what we're doing? We're going to the slime world. When the internet cables in the Atlantic Ocean are severed. I see. Yeah, that went right over me. Oh, you said North Atlantic. I thought you said North Atlanta. Lurking and probably passing out. Not a worry at all. I hope the passing out is not too bad. How is he blocking that shit? I call bullshit. I was waiting to go, there's an elevator. It's like that, it's not an elevator. That was scary for a second. Alright, this bit shouldn't be too bad. Because these enemies are slow and stupid. See? Don't even need the rusted iron ring. Demon Titanite. You'll love to see it, folks. Soul of the Brave Warrior. Scythe. I'm thinking I will probably get the Uchigatana at some point. And then just get the stats for that, because I think the Uchigatana... Like, the thing is, the Saber, at plus 15, the Saber is actually, like, really fucking, you know, good. It's A-rank scaling. So it's not... Nothing to, like, sniff at. Is that the right term? I said it, and I'm like, I swear that feels right, but also doesn't feel right. Scoff at. That is the correct term, yes. Do you know why I was thinking sniff at? Nothing to turn your nose up at. It was some kind of action that I had in my head associated with nose. Ooh, that was dangerous. Me like, ah, this is easy. Dogs will probably use nothing to sniff at, yeah. Okay, you know what? Now that we've killed that, let's make life not shit for ourselves. Although I think there is another one, isn't there? Fuck the reach on there. The reach they have is mental. I'm doing 2 because... I was going to say because I can afford to, and then I looked at how many I had. If I'm going to do this, I should probably do this first. Oh no, come on. Fuck me. That was incredible. So much for, you know, me being nice and confident. It's easy, you know, I can just snipe them from range. If I'm saying something stupid that's going to come back to bite me in the ass, please tell me. You know what we're going to do, actually? We're going to go... Hopefully I won't have to use as many flasks to get down there, so I'll have more to spare when I'm there. I can't believe that half the stream is going to be spent here. More than half the stream is going to be spent here. I was joking when I was talking about Sen's Funhouse being... We get good scrap. I refuse to get good. Unfucking real. I can tell you that was 1 minute and 20 seconds between deaths there, because I have timestamps on when I use my death counter tool now. just want to see. I've got nothing to lose. Okay, I just missed it. That's fine. I just wanted to see if I could drop down to where that snake dude was. But I couldn't. For the run back to the tar pit, suddenly it's not looking so good. You know? Suddenly my choice of bonfire doesn't seem as excellent. You know what? It's fine. Honestly, I don't mind burning a few souls here. I basically didn't lose my souls at all for ages, so I power leveled really quickly at the start, so I can afford to roll back a little bit. It's going to be fun when we get to Ornstein and Smough, though, which I thought might have been tonight, but definitely not at this rate. This is someone's fault, but it's not mine. Someone who wants to take the blame for this, can they please raise their hand in chat? Thank you. How on earth can I be fucking it this badly? I didn't give any advice, so I'll take the blame. Okay, yeah, Brandon's taking the blame. Good man. Jesus Christ, how can one person be so bad at a video game? Like 50 deaths, and we're not even out of Sen's Funhouse. Like, what is happening with this game? Do you know what would make more sense? There are moments like this where I wish that I had a 3D model, purely so you could see me raise my hand to my forehead in exasperation when that happens. Jesus Christ. Going back to the old camera settings is so much nicer. Every time I look over, my model looks normal. RTX acceleration can fuck right off. Oh, how nice of it. It fell down. Oh no, come on. You've got to let me finish drinking first. You know what? I'll take that. Oh, nice. The Titanite demons don't respawn. Of course they don't respawn. They never do. Is there one? Oh, is it the one? Is it by any chance the one from the on the run from the shortcut, the Lost Eye, the shortcut to the Bed of Chaos? It's that one that respawns, isn't it? Yes, that's what I. Yeah. That was a really stupid idea. Both the Titan, the respawning demon, and me trying to use the my slowest spell on this clown. Oh, he's gonna keep hiding behind a corner like a little fucking bitch. Come on. Oh, is your light? You having some lightning problems there, pal? This feels cheap, but I also don't care. It makes the shortcut barely any better. I don't know. I think the shortcut still absolutely fucking trumps anything. Trumps having to deal with Lost Isla. I remember the first time I played, I actually didn't go... my first playthrough, I didn't actually even see Lost Isla. I'm just waiting for him to jump and ruin my day. Oh no, he didn't. He decided not to ruin my day. What a good lad. Didn't ruin my day. I did it. I did it. All those bastards aren't cheap. Yeah. Is there a secret passage in Sen's Funhouse? Like an invisible wall in Sen's Funhouse? You don't need to tell me where it is, but... Yes. Where the fuck is it? I say completely rhetorically. You'll meet it... Oh! That'll be why I haven't found it yet, because it's in a room I've not been to yet. Snake Eater. Oh, okay, yeah, that's a very obvious... I'm still in a dream, Snake Eater. This is why I'll never do karaoke on stream. This is who I was thinking of. I was like, where's the other fucking giant? He doesn't look dangerous. He looks like he's vibing. Okay, now he's dangerous. Karaoke is all about... Oh no, trust me, nobody needs to hear me doing karaoke. I've done it with my friends in like karaoke bars and it's not good. It is a net negative for the world, me attempting to sing. My voice already isn't good and I can't carry a tune, so... Not being good is part of... I don't know, every karaoke stream I've watched of all the VTubers that I've watched, usually they can sing. Or at the very least, if they can't sing, they don't sing bad enough that it becomes a problem. Wait, here's a question. There's that room that's locked from the other side. Wrong way. There's that room that's locked from the other side. What do I do there? Where on earth is the entrance for that? I'll see if I can find it again. I think it's at the top. I fucking hate video games. You jump on a raft at the roly-polies. Oh. Oh, is that where it... Oh, fuck, okay. I don't care remotely about my souls, so let's go. Nice, they're still going the right way. So it'll be down this way. I swear that I jumped down the raft and I must have just missed the thing. Tried it, I missed it. That looks like it should be an illusory wall. I just didn't go this way. I went the other way. Ooh, sorcery hush. Okay. Yeah, you know what I did? I jumped out the other way and then just forgot that there were two directions I could have gone. You know what I'm gonna do? Where's the dark sign? Because I can tell you right now, I don't care about 1,000 souls. Not that I'm short for Homeward Bones or anything. To be fair. And that's all the secrets. Yeah, I thought so. Thank you for guiding me through it, Goliath. I'd forgotten a lot more than I thought I had. Me, the fake gamer that I am. I don't think I've played this game in a few years. In like probably, how many years will it have been? I wonder if there's a way. I wonder if I can check the date on my other file. Right, time to fuck this up. That does a lot of damage. Ooh, that might have been a badly timed one. Do you have the doll? The... Which doll? Yes, I've already done, yes, I've already done Return to the Asylum. Well, that was... Wow. Like, you know what? One thing I can show? because you won't have seen it, is, so here's my stat tracker. So this is what I use. So if I go boss, new, I got iron golem. Okay, cool. And then I can go boss, defeat. There we go, iron golem set to defeated. So yeah, so this is the tracker that I use. This is the program I wrote to help me track stuff. But it can do all sorts of cool shit. Like this is where I see, so if I go boss, whoops, boss list, C#. Decided to learn some .NET and all that. Some cool shit. I was amazed at how fucking good like I use C#. Very good. Ha ha ha. Yeah, but if I also go game list, yeah, so there's all that. That's all the same stats, and then it's all saved out into like JSON files that this thing parses. I've actually released it. It's actually all up on GitHub, so anyone who wants can use it for their streams. And once I'm no longer doing overtime at work again, I'll probably might spend some evenings working on it. I've got some ideas for other stuff I want to add. Like at the moment you can add session counts and stuff, but it's not very good. All it does is just add a counter of how many sessions you've played. So I want to be able to like add sessions and say how long the session was for. And then at some point I want to maybe add features besides just boss deaths. Oh, there it is. The Golden City. How long have we got? About another hour. Oh, we can explore a bit of Anor Londo. Maybe get to like the second bonfire. And touchpoint. Oh god, I was asked about that by one of my friends. Like, I would need to have a look at what's involved in that stuff. Why is that showing up again? That shouldn't be showing up again. Oh, you know what it was? It's because I still had focus on OBS, so my controller... No, wait, how does that work? That can't work because it's my PS5... I have no idea how that stayed up. That wasn't up the whole time, was it? Or was it? Fuck. No, it just briefly appeared. That's incredibly weird. I gotta say, these guys are cowards for hiding behind their shields. He says whilst hanging back and using magic. At least they're easy to kill. I've made a touch portal Pokemon. I'm sure if I find a tutorial that's like, here's how to write my first Stream Deck thing, because I've got a Stream Deck, so I can test that. I'd consider it. But I think, to be honest, what I'd want to do first is I'd rather create like a UI. Rather than just make it a console app, create like an actual UI for it, so you know you can view everything a lot easier. I feel I don't know. I feel like that's a better route to go, but maybe it's not. Maybe integration is the better option. Like maybe it doesn't need a UI if I can just make it integrate with shit like Touch Portal. I guess the thing is, what really needs added? Like, you know, yeah, you can add bosses, you can add deaths, defeat the current boss, etc. But a big part of the problem is you need to enter names and shit, and it's like stuff like Touch Portal and Stream Deck aren't really built around user. They're built around you sort of pre-planning everything. They're not built around sort of on-the-fly user input because, you know, they're just buttons. So that's where I guess my question would be on that front. Like, how could you make use of it?
Well, you are a rare visitor. Welcome to the lost city of Anorlondo, chosen undead. If you seek Lord Gwyn's old keep, exit here and head straight yonder. If you are the chosen one, a revelation shall what follows thereafter. What is it? What am I? If...
So yeah, so that's like one potential issue, I guess, is that, like, what would you spend, yeah, what would you do with it beyond, like, you could use some features. There are certainly things like, you know, press a button and defeat the current boss, press a button to increase the death count, press a button to decrement the death count, but I think, like, some of the key features of it... It's pretty small, except for the fact that one of the things I did was to make it easier. I've built the .NET libraries that you need into the exe, so I wanted to do single executable compile. So it's about, the whole thing, the whole exe is about 60 meg, I think. Is it 60 meg? I'll check in a second once I've killed this idiot. But it means that people don't need to get, in theory, shouldn't need to get .NET redistributables in order to run it. They can just literally download the exe, and the exe does all the work for them. You need to do that for the plugin too? Ah, fair enough then. Yeah, let me tell you how big the exe is. The whole thing, the exe is 61 megabytes. And then the JSON files are as big as they get, but they're not very big at all. Like, my JSON files... The biggest JSON file is the overall JSON is the biggest JSON file is Elden Ring's JSON file, but that's because it had 100 and something odd bosses. Either the plugin connects to the program or runs to the program, and it needs to be an executable. Yeah, I mean, that'd be the thing, connecting it. One thing that could be kind of cool is if, imagine if I could get it to connect to the Twitch API. It needs to be one file, but it doesn't need to be standalone. Yeah, fair enough. Imagine if I could get it to connect to the Twitch API, and fuck, I didn't realize that these chests, that the mimics were even different colors. That's a thing with the interesting thing about the lighting. And it's breathing. Imagine if it could connect to the Twitch API, and so the current things I've got up, so the command that you can enter, like if you enter stats current, for example, what that does is it actually runs a PowerShell script that I wrote, and that PowerShell script prints to the. That PowerShell script just prints back to the, so it runs, so it. I'm confusing myself. So I run a program called Mix It Up, which is what I use for a lot of my stream stuff. So Mix It Up runs a PowerShell script, which pulls the JSON data, pulls out the info it needs and formats it, and then it pastes that information back into like the command sort of memory, and then Mix It Up can then distribute that, or can then print that out to Twitch. So if I could bypass some of that, I mean, the first thing I was thinking of doing was another thing I was thinking of doing actually was replacing the need for a PowerShell script and being able to call a standalone version of that executable. But if you put passing certain arguments in, means that the executable, instead of being a runtime thing like this, where like a reader like you've seen there, it just runs and pulls that same info. So it's just so, you know, people can do that. Really not a good time for my alarm reminding me to take my brain medicine to go off. Fuck my life. I use streamer bot for that. Yeah, everyone has different. I was looking when I was deciding on which one I wanted. I had to look at a few different things. Streamer bot was one of them. I can't remember why I decided on mix it up in the end. I feel like there was a good reason. A buddy of mine, Retro, actually in the chat, he uses Lumia. I was rolling. Idiot. Mix it up is also how you can connect the Stream Deck to the program. As well as less user-friendly. So it's more programmer-friendly, also allows you to code whatever into C#. I mean, that sounds interesting, for sure. I feel like I did just use Mix It Up because I was lazy. Like, I was using Mix It Up before I started writing this thing. I feel like there was another reason. Maybe it was just that StreamerBot seemed like it had a bunch of advanced stuff that I actually didn't need, and I'd rather have a user-friendly solution. But the honest answer is I can't remember the specifics. They're very close in functionality, yeah. So I guess that's the thing. If I could write incredibly powerful. Yeah, very true. Yeah, it really depends. It's just like whatever makes the most sense. Like if just having a standalone app with a visual with a GUI is like the easiest way to for people to use it. Like not that anyone uses it, so I haven't got any no one uses it, so I don't have any feedback on it. So on what people would like. I just kind of wrote it for myself and then shoved it on GitHub and tweeted about it. So if anyone did want it, they're more than welcome to, but good. That's an instant kill. You'll love to see it. So I'll just kind of keep chipping away at the app, and then if there's like an integration, I guess if I could see the point, if I could see the benefits or the specific thing someone wants out of an integration, like I can understand wanting to have one less thing that they have to manually manage. Like if they're already using something like Mix It Up, and if they wanted to enter a Twitch command that Mix It Up could then parse and then... Oh, come on. Fuck, that actually even hit him as well. That's good. So yeah, I mean, I can understand that. Like, if they wanted to be able to just punch into the Twitch chat, command, do this, and then Mix It Up was running the app. So it didn't have to run it as a once-off. It was actually running the app, or it communicated with the app and told the app to update. I guess I can understand that as a point of view. I just worry that would clutter the Twitch chat too much, though, as well. Although I guess with Mix It Up, you can make it delete messages after you delete commands after you send them. So that might not be an issue. Still, for me personally, I just like having the app on its own. I don't mind tabbing out to mess with it. Like at the end of the day, you're gonna have to interact with something. Knock aggro or knock off most enemies from the way back using a bow. Yeah, that sounds about right, actually. Add a list of bosses before you start, then you can have a button that does next boss. That's an idea. In theory, yeah, okay. Let me think of the best way to do that. User-friendly, you don't want them touching the JSON files, so yeah, just parse a text file. Yeah, you have them parsing a text file. of all the boss names. Obviously not good for games where you don't know the bosses, but that's, you know, what would you be able to do at that point? Why am I... What is the purpose of coming down here again? Ugh. Then you can still add the boss names during the game. Yes, I do like the idea of a next boss. Because that information is available. Like, you know, it's... How is it mapped? I think it is just technically stored in a list. I don't think there's any kind of, like, special container for it. I don't think it's like a dictionary. I think it is just a list based on the order it's parsed things. So if you provided it with a string list... How the fuck do you do this again? Guessing you have to come from there. Ah, that's how you do it. Fuck! Fucking hell. That is loud. Hello, Jamdolf. How's it going? So yeah, next boss would potentially be something that you could do, or previous boss. So that would give you a degree of control, actually. And I think I'd still want it to communicate with the app rather than run the app itself, because that way, otherwise, you then have to Let's see where you were at. Ah, well, welcome, welcome. I am, after spending far too long in Sen's Fortress, far too long, I am in good old Anor Londo. Divine Blessing. Now I remember why you come down here. Fucking hell, the level designers, they don't miss, do they? Yeah, I'll add that to the... You get BSS to drop yet? Let me try and pretend I remember what BSS is. No, I didn't. Please go easy on me. It's been a long time. I haven't actually played Dark Souls 1 that much in my life. Fuck, am I out of Estus flasks already? It's a rare drop on the early game. Yeah. Boulder side sword. Oh, probably not actually. Which isn't that big a deal. I figure that for this build, I'm probably just gonna get the Boulder Swag Sword. I know which weapon you're on about now. I figure for this build, I'll probably just end up getting the Uchigatana, because I haven't actually done. I know the Uchigatana can be a bit cheap because it's a bleed weapon, but I haven't actually done like a Dex playthrough. Yeah, so I understand what you're saying with mounting and unmounting. So the way I've currently got it set up with bosses is bosses can exist in the state of defeated, undefeated, and current. So yeah, it would functionally be the same though. You press a button and it would set the current boss to in progress or current. I've also not been here in ages, so I seem to have lost my own sword, Sag. Aw, man. Rough. Ooh, Gargoyle Helm. I mean the mod sword. Oh, right, yeah. Yeah, I just, like, I don't, to be honest, I've basically just mostly self-moderated. Raven pops in from time to time. I can restore it if you want. Like, it's no worries. I think I was just going through and tweaking all the rolls. But fuck. Now I need to try and fucking remember where I do this. It's under channel. Community roles manager. That sounds about right. Add new. Jandolf. As long as you both don't have it. Oh, I'm not sure I can promise that. Jandolf moderator. There you go. Power has been restored. You share the role with Raven6 and with Rikerbot. That is the moderation team. Also, if you send me like a little, 5 or 6 second video clip, I can have it play that whenever you arrive. Ow, 2 secs. I'll show you an example in a second. I've been using a tool called Mix It Up that allows me to do all sorts of cool shit on a per user basis. So when Raven, for example, enters, let me just find him. Users. Where are we? Where the fuck is you? I swear they moved this shit around. So yeah, when Raven enters, this plays. And then when my buddy Retro enters as well, he's got one as well that plays. Yeah. Oh yeah, as moderator, you're automatically a great soul, I think. Yeah, I guess you're automatically a great soul as a moderator. And you will get, and I can give you a custom title as well. So Raven's the king. Normally people have to pay for it, but mods get that shit for free. I need to use a humanity. I need to use a humanity. I need to use a humanity. Do I have them on my hotbar? No, I don't, because I'm a fool. No, leave me alone. I'm not good enough. I'm not good at fast menuing. To say he's the king is no true king. He doesn't have to say he's the king. I say he's the king. Actually, no, that's a total fucking lie, because I asked him what title he wanted and he said the king. So yeah, just like a few seconds. It can be like anything as long as it doesn't violate TOS. Like don't worry about copyright. If there's copyrighted music, it's not a big deal. It plays once per stream. Like I'm not gonna lose out on any of that. Should we do Ariama's first? Actually, since we're here, we'll go in there and light the bonfire. Maybe. Oh no, we've still got plenty of time left on the stream, actually. What would be better to do first? Painted World or Ornstein and Smough? Not that I think I'll see Ornstein and Smough tonight. Great magic weapon, that's pretty good. Well, we need to get away from all this nonsense, so... ONS? Oh, okay, we'll do ONS first then. So you can that's a very, very good point. Because then I can just teleport back to Anor Londo and come straight and do, what's it called? So this is why I need mods in my channel, to stop me from doing stupid things. Oh, that's a good point, because if I go into Painted World, I can't leave Painted World without the ability to teleport. Or without killing Priscilla. Well, let's go heal up, I think. I think it's important. Plus, I want to attune Great Magic Weapon. Oh, you're right. Okay, yeah. I don't need to kill her. This is true. But we're doing all bosses, so... You know. All bosses, or all sorceries. That's the goal. I mean, all bosses is just stream content. All sorceries is for the trophy. Because I still haven't platinumed this because I'm a scrub. I actually only have one of the ending trophies. So the ending, we're going with the Link the Fire ending because I got Dark Lord on my other playthrough. And then was like, I'm gonna New Game Plus this now. And then I was like, I'm gonna kill Fluffy Tail. I mean, if you don't want me to kill Fluffy Tail, I won't. I just feel like the street... Just worry that it'll be incomplete. Tune Magic, Great Magic Weapon. Oh, I forgot that some of these spells will take up multiple slots in the future. Or shit. Remember and cut off the Fluffy Tail. Yes, yes. I will. Masks all noise, man. 2 noiseless items. Maybe we should level up. Yeah, I'm just gonna bump some points into it. Get Int up to 30 and then we'll look at Dex again. I don't really know what I want to allocate. How about we get the Fluffy Tail but don't kill her? Is that a good compromise? The temptation, by the way, to have no fall damage just so I can skip elevators. All bosses is fine. Well, that's good. You do you. The playthrough will take a wee bit longer though, purely because no, it was more fun. Why did I press that? Now, as I was saying earlier in the stream, I'm going to be streaming 2 games at a time now, but I only have X number of, you can actually roll full damage. Yeah, but that sounds like you have to be good at the game, so we'll just discount that straight away. Yeah, what was I saying? Yeah, so I'm going to be streaming 2 games at once again, which will be interesting. I'm streaming this, and I'm going to be streaming Bolt Gun on Sundays. So Tuesdays will be Dark Souls, Bolt Gun will be Sundays. And once Crunch finishes, I'll be back to streaming WoW on Thursdays. The new Doom, like, yeah. I figure it'll have... I figure, even though it's not an RPG Soulsy game, I figure there'll be good opportunities to die a lot, so I figure it will still help contribute to the death counts. Yeah, no, I was looking at the new gameplay trailer that came out like a couple of days. Fuck that fucking backswing, man. That came out like a couple of days ago, and it looks incredible. I'm really excited for it. Because I played and finished the original Doom for the... Well, I played it before, but I finished the original Doom for the first time a few months ago. I want you to die to arrow, to die to soul arrows. Like that. There's no point. That's where a sorcery is used in someone else's game, isn't it? Or a miracle is used in someone else's game. Right? Or what is that? See, I don't know anything about this game. I am genuinely like the fakest Dark Souls gamer. I don't know anything about these games. I'm always learning new shit. I'm like, oh, neat. That's cool. Just no idea what I'm doing on a perpetual basis. Oh, there was a little glowy orb thing over here. And I was wondering if that was like a remnant of a miracle that another player had cast or something. Man, arcane build, sorcery builds make these guys an absolute piece of piss, doesn't it? It gives you miracles a slight boost. Oh, that's cool. Can't remember that. Yeah, no, that's fair. As I was saying, I can't remember anything about these games, so. Oh yeah, we're coming up to my favorite bit. The archers. Doesn't apply damage properly on backstabs in DS3. Doesn't get the bonus damage on crit. Oh, interesting. Ooh, this is really blue now. I like the glowy blue sword. It looks very nice. Pricks. Right, guys, watch as I fuck this up to it. That was rough. I thought they'd have given up at some point. I thought I thought when I got that close, he would have pulled out his weapon. An early taste of Bed of Chaos experience. What? Bullshit. I think he would have after that shot. Yeah, I think so too. Problem is, not a lot of places to roll is the only thing. They lock in their attack really early, yeah. Ugh. I don't actually have a parrying weapon. I could probably equip one, actually. Will this be the first thing I parry? What have we got? We've got a target shield. They're pretty good for parrying, right? You know, parry with fist and DS1? Oh, maybe. Do I have a parrying dagger, actually? No. Well. Okay, I think we still fast roll, so that's the important part. Buckler best, though. Wait, buckler best. Do I have a buckler? I didn't pick up the grass crest shield as well, which is weird. We'll just skip these guys. You know what, fuck it. Let's use the Great Heavy Soul Arrow. Wait a second, what am I doing? Dying, apparently, is what I'm doing as I try and turn around. Fuck my life, man. Holy shit. Why am I so bad at this game? It was so easy to begin with. Running around me being like, oh, Dark Souls, it was never actually that difficult. This game was fine. And now I'm going to do this cursed run. I might lure them just so I can blast them with soul arrows. Going back to Dark Souls after playing other FromSoft games. I thought this game was easy. Why is it so sluggish and broken? But at the same time, I feel like playing other FromSoft games, which whilst the controls are better in them, they are just harder. Like, other FromSoft games are a lot harder than Dark Souls. So, coming back to it, it's like, yeah, it's like the actual, you know, use brain side of it is better controls a lot. This is true. This is very true. Fucking... Honestly, the biggest thing for me is the omnidirectional movement. Like, holy shit, it feels weird not having it. See you, mate. No, there's no diagonals in this one. It's, I don't think there's diagonals. Is there diagonals? Maybe there's some, but it's definitely not... It's harder when you're not locked on, actually. Fucking hell! Oh, fuck off, man! Only direction when you're not logged on. It's 4 directions. Okay, yeah. Fucking. You know what? Maybe I should go left first, just to deal with that idiot. I hope this riveting gameplay is of me running back and forth every time I fall off to the fucking bridge snipers. It must bring folks back to what year did this game release again? Originally, 2000 and we were in university. 2011, 2012. Yeah. 2011 or something. Yeah, Jesus Christ. Controls like... I mean, yeah, I remember... Fucking hell, this game coming out. At the same time, though, when this game came out, I remember our friend... you remember General Raven? I remember him introducing this to me because it was genuinely like we'd stumbled across some hidden fucking gem. Because it went from none of us ever hearing about it to all of us owning it and playing it and trying to beat it. And it was a great fucking feeling. But I don't remember it being some fucking giant thing, because Demon's Souls was like so unknown at the time. Or not so much that it was unknown, it didn't have the, I guess, the clout at that point. Like, Demon Souls was considered pretty difficult and pretty weird. Like, Demon Souls was made better by Dark Souls' existence. I don't think for a lot of people it stood out as good on its own. This is outstanding. And we were still struggling with region locking on consoles back then. Yeah. I mean, we still struggle with region locking and a lot of things. Region locking is so fucking bullshit, man. Holy crap. Do I hate region locking? I mean, yeah, it's less a problem with games. Which is good. It's still a huge fucking problem with the Blu-ray industry, though. And the film and TV industry in general. And I know it's to do with distribution rights and all that, but I just think that that whole thing is still bullshit. Like, distribution regions is such a stupid fucking thing. The UK has much better stuff on Netflix than we do. Christ. I don't think our Netflix is very good, so God knows what yours is like. If you think ours is good, holy shit. I assume you're in the States. People in the States actually VPNing into British Netflix. That's rough. Again, I don't really use my Netflix account that much. My parents and my sister use mine more. Oh, you're in the Netherlands. Oh, okay. Okay, maybe that makes it a bit more. Well, then again, I don't know what what Dutch Netflix looks like. Oh, fuck this. Oh, caught that guy in midair. That was good. American Netflix, but a quarter of the size. Fair enough. That sounds pretty rough. I've never actually really looked at American Netflix, to be honest. Like, the whole, you know, oh, use VPNs to bypass this shit. It's like, half the time it doesn't work. And the thing is, I still see YouTubers advertise VPNs as like, watch whatever you like on Netflix. And it's like, no, that doesn't happen. Most of these things, fucking Just Eat has fucking Just Eat can detect VPNs. Like, if I want to order takeaway, I have to turn my VPN off because Just Eat refuses to work if you've got a VPN enabled on PC. And I know that, and I know the fact that I'm not using my phone to order on Just Eat is probably psychotic, but fucking... Is that cool points there, Jamdolf? Can't see, can't see. Hell yeah. Okay, suddenly this whole bit's gotten a lot easier. In theory. Watch me cock it up as I fail to parry this guy. Do you know what the thing is? That was a panic parry. That was not an intended one. I didn't even hear the parry noise happen there. Alright. I'm just gonna say it. I'm a fucking god gamer. Like, that was pretty fucking cool. Could someone clip that? I'm never going to be that cool again on stream, so if someone can clip that last one there of the double of like the double parry there, that would be good. Already on it, hell yeah. Hello there. Oh. Oh, is it Wanderer's coat I normally wear? Have I been wearing the wrong swag? Oh, I think I might have. We need to actually pick our swag. Let's go back outside. Into the natural lighting and decide on our swag. We need to be light. We need to not weigh anything. But we need to look cool. Like, the black leather armor definitely is a look. The leather armor, I don't know. I feel like it clashes a bit too much. I kind of like the darker hues of the black leather. I didn't even hear the parry noise happen there. Hell yeah. Alright. I'm just gonna say it. I'm a fucking god gamer. I love that that's where the end of the clip is. That's perfect. Thank you, Jamtel. Netflix of other countries often have plenty of native stuff on it. UK included. A lot of other countries that don't have some streaming services still have their shows licensed on Netflix in those regions. The Netherlands has not. Oh man, that sucks. You know what my favorite content from Netflix is, actually? When I watch Netflix, my favorite Netflix content is Korean shows. Netflix's Korean section is fucking incredible. What's that emote from? Who's that from? Ah, Elijah's. Cool. Sorcerer boots, black leather. Black leather feels like it is probably the best one to go with. I mean, dingy robe, maybe. I feel like I'm over fussing on this. No, we're not going with the sorcerer's robe. Always second tier market with a bottom tier selection. It creates a lot of holes. Maybe we should go crimson for a while. This look a bit dirty is the only thing. Ooh, Shadow Garb, actually. Shadow Garb any good? Do we have, like... Black leather ones don't go very high up, do they? Yeah, we'll just stick with this. Fuck it. There's not. I think when you're forced to wear this particular headpiece, which I'm wearing for the sorcery boost, there's only so much you can. There's only so much swag that can make up for it. Unless we do just go full sort of. It just doesn't work. I like the sort of the... Oh no, that's not good. It's a silver knight. Whatever shall we do? Oh, that's what we'll do. Hey, you know what's a bad idea, kids? Trying to parry when you've not got a parrying item. How are we doing? 2.5 hours. Well, we can explore a little bit. Maybe open up some shortcuts. Did they always walk really awkwardly like that? My god, the window on that is mental. Getting the parry off despite also taking damage was kind of weird there. Silver Knight Straight Sword. Okay, I thought there was something in here. I mean, there is something in here. Fucking spinning bird kick there. Oof. The Occult Club. Oh yeah, I remember this being a big thing. It was like, oh yeah, get the Occult Club, and then get the blacksmith to sort of ungrade it so it becomes a Divine 5, or so it becomes a Divine Club, and then you can use it to nuke all the skellies. That was I remember that being like the strategy that was going around at the time. It's like, oh yeah, do this, and it'll make the Tomb of the Giants and all that shit so much better. And it did. If you don't know what you're doing, it definitely helps a lot having a divine weapon. Fucking idiot chests. Players be like, there's no way they'd have all these mimics together. Maybe I should try parrying Gwyn. That'd be cool. Maybe you gotta get all the way to Gwyn and then be like, nah, we'll magic weapon and then just parry the fucker to death. Praise the sun. Jesus Christ, that's had a lot of upvotes. Does not open from this side. Generic family portraits. Need a plunging attack. That's... I do remember, actually, you know what, when I first played this game being told, go to Anor Londo because it is the best place to get parry in practice because the knights are incredibly easy to parry. You can parry, like, I think every single one of their attacks except one. They're incredibly easy to read, and the window's huge, so... You know what? Every single one of those statements is true. Oh, look who it is. Parry all the... Oh, can you... I thought you couldn't parry the sort of the stabby one.
Ah, you again. Let me guess. Were you repelled by the Silver Knights?
No, I fucking repelled them.
Be ashamed. 'Tis the fate of vanguards like you and I. I'll think of something. We can overcome this.
Can parry the shield bash too. Nice.
This is quite a... We'll need another 3.
Fuck. Fuck you, Sigmire. I forgot there was one right there. I was like, right, 2 lads, we got this. Did I actually speak to Soler?
Oh, there you are. You've been quiet these days. Smooth summoning. Anytime you see my brilliant... You've left me with quite an impression. I would relish a chance to assist you.
We parry pilled now. I mean, like when in Anor Londo, you know. That'd have been really funny if that had killed me as I tried to parry. It's almost not fair, you know. Is there a secret wall to get in there? I can't remember. We'll figure it out. Actually crazy the stuff they let you parry. I love that the last boss is parryable. I think that is so good. Every Black Knight attack, surely not. Like that attack there that he led with. Like that one, if it's parryable, I've got the timing wrong. That's mental. I fucked it. Holy shit. God, this is the Black Knight. That's very funny. How are we doing for time? Come on, we gotta at least finish up and unlock all the shortcuts. All Silver Knights except for bow attack. Interesting. I had no stamina and was like, I'm gonna two-hand this. I'm gonna fucking cut him down. Didn't work. This is really not good. I've got 3 different... I don't know which one to choose. Nice. That gives me a lot to work. 3 different entrance clips. That's great. I could... I was going to say I could maybe randomize it, but... Nah, 1 entrance clip per person. Alright, let's do this properly this time. One has a lot of swearing, so you'll probably not... Oh, it's entirely up to yourself. As long as it's not TOS, then... It's fine, really. It's fine as far as I'm concerned. I don't even know where to start. You know what that was? That was me going, fucking great soul arrow. It'll kill her. It'll kill him. It'll be fine. I can take him. And then living to regret those words. Yeah, the only real requirements are that the clip isn't, like, super long. And doesn't violate TOS. Everything else is fair game. Swearing, cool. Okay, so let's circle back to the same spot. Yeah, no, I usually do that as well. I'm just pissing around right now. I did it again. I knew that there was a second part to that attack, and I still let him fucking do it. Therefore, okay, all of those are fine. Why do I do this? Why am I like this? Me sort of, I ran back to Flask, and then I was like, actually, you know what? No, fuck it, I can take it. And then he did the one attack I've been failing to parry the entire night. It's not difficult as well. That's what's really irritating. I'm just suffering from a severe skill issue right now. Easiest game to parry in too. What? Dark Souls? I believe Sekiro would like to have a word with you. Unless you're not counting Sekiro. I don't know, I think Bloodborne's pretty easy to parry in. That's more deflecting. I guess. I keep thinking I've killed them when I haven't, and that's why they get an extra hit off. No. We're gonna do Sigmaier's room first. We're committed to finishing this fucking... committing to beating these guys. No counting Sekiro, it's a very different mechanics. All stronger enemies. I mean, some you do get one parry into stance break. Yeah. Yeah, very true. It was cheap, but I was fed up. Even tell you that. No such thing as cheap. Ah, fucking. Oh, it feels so good. Especially on a Sork build. Yeah, true. Alright, Sigma, I've cleared the room and opened the doors.
What's on your mind? Wait. You defeated those monsters? Fantastic. I'm saved. Take this. But be warned. Gallantry entails next time. But be warned. Gallantry entails great risks next time.
You're saying that after getting dark beaten pursuers. What the build is meant to do. That one took one extra hit to go down. Is there another room up here? No, there isn't. I'm going to open up the shortcut and then I'm going to come back and kill that thing. Why am I failing to parry? Is it because I'm on the stairs? I remember in New Game Plus having a ton of trouble with 4 Kings fights. My friend and I just set ourselves up for Dark Beat Pursuers, absolutely demolished the fight. Right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to open this door. And then die immediately. But the important thing is we opened the door. So it's fine. I do, yes. I just didn't want to do it. I wanted to do it. I want to do like the dev intended way. But yeah, the shortcut where you can like take a running jump over the stairs. want to mention to run. Yeah, no, exactly. I appreciate that. No, it's fine. I do know about it. I think it's. I don't know if the speedruns even at this point it wouldn't surprise me if the speedruns didn't even come to Anor Londo, but I mean I know they have to, but you know what I mean. I believe that they do it as well. That was appalling. I swear I was out of the range of that. That was just careless. Too early on. Oh yeah, no, the parries were like, you know, the sword attacks are all pretty easy. The spear is just like, the timing is suddenly slightly different. At least I partially parried that. At least I deflected some of the damage off of that one. Oh, nice. I love how it counted as him blocking that. This guy needs to fucking lay off. Can't remember which game it worked. You can parry, you can block into parry and DS1 for the safety strats. Why do I do this to myself? It was good about blocking from... Why am I suddenly struggling on a fucking shield idiot? A shield idiot, spear idiot. Same difference. You know what? It's because I'm overthinking it and panicking. He does also have a shield, this is true. But so are the enemies that I don't consider to be idiots, so I feel like the shield isn't the issue here. I wonder if I can stand far enough back to not as attract. Get backstabbed. Now let me Estus, and then maybe I can... There we go. Is that him dead? Nearly. Frick. Slumbering Dragon, I always abuse that ring. I do have Slumbering Dragon, actually. Oh, I guess that's a fair point, actually, because they won't hear me moving. Oh, look at the little effect. I got little blue shoes as well. That's cute. Oh god, it's eerily quiet now. That's cool. Totally fair. I thought I'd chance it. You know what? I'd never really thought much about stuff like Slumbering Dragon. I've got the sorcery as well that mimics it. That's a rough room. Yeah. I just can't do it quickly and use my slow cast powerful spells. I have to use the faster spells that do less damage. Oh no, it's visual confirmation this guy goes off of. I'm not sure how that happened. He be peeping indeed. Fuck. Alright, so that guy doesn't respond to sound, so that's not good. God, why am I dying so much here? I've not even hit Ornstein and Smough yet. I got an idea. What level are you? Probably high enough. 46. I can't remember what the level ranges are for this game. Like, I power leveled very early because I basically got through so much of the game without dying to any bosses. Or, I got through so much of the game without losing any souls, so I was able to spend all of them. And I was using the soul items as well to sort of get even more. So there is definitely an element of that. Miyazaki, you prick. No, 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 no. Fuck my life. You're not set up with the telescope. Oh, that's the point. Do I even have the telescope? I should do. Let's find out. Do I even care about anything that's in that room? Is the next question. Bow setup works too. I've never actually, to be fair, I didn't actually know you could set up stuff like that. If the attacks don't clip something. I don't remember what's in there. We're going with the brave approach. Fucking nuts out. Let's fucking do this. Alright, so how do I do this? Going in sacks out. Absolutely. They'll be in here if I've got it. Monocular, monocular. I guess I haven't picked it up. Which is weird. I would have thought I would have. Here's a question. Okay, well that answers that question. Really? Wild. Should really be testing with the little arrows first. I really can't afford to be taking that strategy. I think we just need to fucking... Yeah, we need to go in nuts out. Sacks out. Let's fucking do this. Like that. That's going in, sacks out. You know? That's what it means. Go in and show all. Worst tiny demon in the game. Stupidly hard to cheese in 2 tight quarters to properly fight. Well, it turns out the proper fight was the better strategy. I just want to remind myself what's up here. I feel like this is the main sort of great hall, isn't it? Where we'd fight Lautrec and shit. But we'll save that for next time because we're already over time for stream. I just want to maybe pull... yeah. Yeah, I just want to use these to open up the door. That is not going to do jack shit because he's going to hide behind his goddamn shield. And there it is, lads. That's next Tuesday's stream right there. That big old fog wall. This is not the right way. What's up here, then? You know what? I know it's a super short run, but I can't be fucked. I forgot you let them... Yeah, I decided why not. Oh, right. Oh. Oh, good back crack. Yes. So we crossed over into the 3900 mark. Where do you want the clip options in? You can send them on Telegram if you just like mark them as like not mark them as like as files, so they just get sent without any compression. And yeah, I'll get that set up for the next stream. Easy enough to do. And if you want a title as well, let me know. It'll be like Great Soul. You'll always get Great Soul because you're a mod. Great Soul, Jamdalf. Then your title has entered the Nexus when you join as well. If you don't want a title, that's fine as well. Yeah. So I think I'll be all right. That's totally cool. Change your mind. Moderator's privilege and all that. Okay, so with that, we'll end the recording.